What's up guys, Curtis here, welcome to a brand new Football Manager 2020 episode 2020 FM20. We are here. We have got another episode of the Journeyman. Today we will be playing some league games, we will be finishing off the transfer window and we'll be having an altogether fantastic time. So before we get into it, a couple quick little requests. I would love to know in the comments down below who is currently watching this series, who's engaged in it, and also if you could put the bell on for this channel, that would be amazing. I want to kind of push this channel a little bit, give it a bit more time, actually dedicate some fun time to it of the evenings and weekends. So if you could click that little bell so that you get notified every time a video goes live, that would be absolutely amazing. Anyway, let's get into it. So, some games happened whilst we were gone. I will show you the update on that just as we get to the a little bit later on in this episode. But just whilst I'm quickly chatting, obviously in that intro I mentioned, you know, putting the bell on, things like that. I want to say thank you so much for the support, first and foremost. At the time of recording, 2 episodes have gone live. There's a spoiler on the table for you. 2 episodes have gone live, both over 1,000 views. Given I haven't uploaded to this channel in a few years, like, that's really cool. So thanks a lot for that, guys. I do appreciate it. And please do, honestly, please do comment down below, like, as we're going along through the series, because I do read every comment and, you know, it really inspires me to make more content. I'll go on, you know, when I'm out and about, I'll look at the comments, and as soon as new people have stuff to say, you know, I absolutely love it. I'm a big fan, so please do keep up the comments and all that good stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what's happened. So when you last saw us, I don't know if we'd got this guy in or not. We have now got him. He's in the squad. He's just there to take part. Now I'm going to talk you through the few games that you've missed off stream, off video, whatever it's called. So we've played 3 games since you last saw us, and we have won them all. We played against Nestved, a 3-1 victory. There were some nice goals in a few of these games. I'm going to show you some quick highlights, really snappy, just to quickly jump into each bit. So this goal, Kurt whipped in a corner, Holvad at the back post. It managed to find its way in. Lovely. This was a nice one. We built it out from the back. The goalie played it literally through the right-hand side. It went to a bunch of different players before we made it a 2-0 lead. Lots of good passing. This is what we wanted, building out from the back. We did make a mistake there, but ultimately, you know, Mollers scored an absolute banger. So some nice build-up play and then a really cool goal to finish. And then we ended with a penalty from Itua. Turns out that our centre-back is one of our best penalty takers. So 2 really nice goals and a penalty. We will take that. We beat Viborg 1-0. Just a quick goal to look at for this one. Christian Kierkegaard, our, you know, the guy plays centre mid. He's pretty decent. He's got a lot about him. This was a nice counter attack. Kierkegaard literally grabbed it, ran through the middle, and that was the only goal of the game. Rounded the keeper. Beautiful. Then against Nykobing, they went down to 10 men. We scored a penalty, which I won't show you. It takes too much time. And Andreas Augustin in the 69th minute, after they had just equalised in the 65th, Augustin picked up the ball and we went on to win 2-1 in this one. So Carlson played it out wide to Augustin. He scored a really nice goal, actually, to put that into the top bin. So we've picked up a bit of form. We started off in the first episode or so really badly. And then, you know, it's relatively small margins, but 3 wins nonetheless. So we're going to do a bit of deadline day. We're going to look at Kolding IF, Brabant IF, and yes, currently in the table, this team, Velje, they are unbeaten. They have smashed it so far. They're looking like a solid team with some, you know, very decent players on their ranks. So they could be tricky. They could be quite a challenge for us, but we need to try and get near that top spot at the very least. Our full deadline is on this day. There's a restricted transfer deadline there. I'll be honest with you, I'm trying to shift a few players out because I think we overcommitted in a few different guys, so I'm trying to just shift any on because there's someone who I want. I'm going to show you him now, Eduardo. I had him on trial. He was decent. He would have been our best striker. The problem is he wants 1.2k a week. Now, our best player is on 1.2k. Well, our highest paid player is on 1.2k. The issue is the highest I can currently offer is 700, and with every bonus imaginable, I can't get him. So I'm wondering if I could free up the wage budget or bring in some transfer budget to help me slide it. I'm not sure, but I'm desperate to do whatever I can to try and make him be able to come in. Now, I've been doing this since the start of August and not really had any success. However, he's a free transfer and free transfers can be registered throughout the season. So, if I can't get him, I can't get him. You know what I mean? Like, if I can't get him now, maybe down the line, things will change. Nybo is now happy to stay. because his playing time worries have been resolved. I mean, funny that. Right, ladies and gents, we're going into our next game now against Colding IF. We're at home. We're playing quite defensively at the back. A kind of usual formation. Egger in the middle. Kirk and Carlson either side of him in the midfield trio. Dagim and Augustin on either wing. Dagim coming inside. He's not been great. Kirk Gard's been playing quite well in central midfield, so we may opt to make that switch, but we'll kind of see how things transpire throughout the match. And then Holvad staying as a pressing forward. He's been okay in the league. He's picked up his form a little bit. He had that good game and he had that good game. So look, it's open to interpretation as to what you think of him. Obviously, 1 goal in the league and 1 goal in the cup is okay. He's underwhelming a little, but we've got to stick with him. His average rating is still very good. So we're going into this game now. What I'm going to do is this will be a triple header episode. We'll fly through the cup game because I assume it's a relatively easy one, and then we'll play the big match against top of the table because you know that is key. That's against Velja. I don't know. I don't know why I keep trying to say the names every time. So yes, we're going into this one now, and it's all must win at this point, particularly at home. If I ever have a home game, it's a must win. You guys haven't actually seen a win on. That was ridiculous. You haven't seen a league. That was the highlight because he nearly let that in his own net. You haven't seen a league win at home. You haven't seen a league win on camera yet. So I'm going to hopefully deliver that for you in both of these games. Just one would be fine, but with crossing like that, it's his 8th goal of the season. Crikey. Now, see, that's what we need is a proper goal scorer. We don't have that at this club. Where were they predicted? We did say we was going to start doing this more. So we're up against Colding. Their season preview is 10th. Wow, they just got promoted. But they do have some decent players. So that's the thing. I feel like the predictions are a little bit off. We've got a couple really good players, but the league is very unreliable. You know, there's some really high-valued players that are a lot better than ones that should be. And we've got a chance here on the counter. Augustin from the corner. He's beaten the first man. Holvad's going to be coming in at the back post, but Augustin has chosen to go straight for goal. Bit frustrating that, but it's what it is. We've had a decent number of shots, but most are long range. That's right. So that's another thing. I continued to play with this guy's sweeper keeper defend. Completely forgot about that after the last episode. And yeah, I didn't change until right at the last minute. So we played a couple more games and he made more mistakes as that. In fact, I didn't show you in the highlights, but one of the goals we conceded, he ran out to, let's say, about here and then turned back round and the player just rounded him and put it in. Shoot on sight. It's working really well in another save I'm using. But that's with a better side than this one. And I think my midfielders just don't have any shooting capability. So we're wasting a lot of chances by having shoot on sight on. So I might start games with it and take it off depending on you know, if we break the deadlock. I think come out quick, try and get a lot of shots on. And then, if you get 40 minutes into the game and you've had 10 shots and not scored, then we'll maybe try a more controlled approach. So we'll see how that goes. It might work well, it might absolutely not. There's a chance here. He's onside. It's an own goal from Killerich. I thought that was coming off Augustin, but I guess not. Excellent cross there from Ritter. And the guy's tried to slide in and clear it, and he's failed to do so. Ritter has been really good. He's our highest paid player, but he's not going to get an assist for that, disappointingly. But he's been great. One shot for Colding so far, and they've scored it. So we're dominating in every sense, other than this one in the top left-hand corner. So I'm gonna make the passing a little bit more direct, and I'm also going to instruct Ritter to overlap because he's having a lot of joy, it seems, down that left-hand side. And as I say that, he wins a defensive header and another, and starts a potential attack here. Egger into Kirk, pushes out a ride to Augustin, who can beat a man. We do have a lot of talent out wide, I will be honest with you, and we've got ourselves a penalty. Christian Egger will be on it. We don't have any good penalty takers, right? So Egger, Itua have both scored one. And that's literally all I can say about it. Maybe I need to put someone on penalty training because, you know, we've not missed one. We've scored 3 out of 3, but they've not been, you know, they're not the most convincing. But that, you know, I'll take that 2-1 lead. That's nice. And against a team that, you know, now they're down there, How are Velia doing? They're drawing. So they went 1-0 down and they're currently drawing. So hopefully they can drop some points, because the only way out of this division is in that top spot. And I'd like to get promoted season 1, if I'm being completely honest with you. We'll see, but I would very much like that. Now, if we look at the wider team, this guy's getting a bit complacent, but I don't really have any options to change him out. I don't know if this is the right time to test this, but I'd quite like to see what happens if I do this, because I think Mukkali is a good attacking midfielder. He's not even, in fact, Kirkgaard. Kirkgaard's the one. Can I do Kirkgaard? I'm going to try this. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? I'm going to bring the passing directness down a little more, and we're going to take overlap off. But, you know, Holvad is playing as if he isn't there already. And I'd be interested to see if we had an attacking mid in that slot instead, if that works. You know, Strikerless from back in the day was very effective. I'd be interested to see now. They are incredibly attacking, though. They've got a lot of players forward, and we might get caught out here. It's a let-off. I'll be honest with you, that was a let-off. I'm already doubting my decision. So, I'm going to go for this. We are going to bring a striker back on. Stephen Enner. That one opportunity worried me. Stephen Enner doesn't really do anything that I want. I don't really want a poacher. He's not very quick. He's absolutely massive. I'm going to make him an advanced forward. I don't really like it. I'm also going to hit early crosses because he's massive. And our fullbacks, suit that. Dagim's got the ball on the edge of the box. He's played to Carson to Nissen. We play nice passing football. Augustin beats his man again. Augustin's great. He's the key on this right-hand side. There's a corner in the last minute here. Lonvelt. Oh, my word. That nearly went in. The defender completely missed it. There would have been a chance to get a third, sorry. That was incredibly close. We had 65% possession, 64%, 14 shots. But, you know, in terms of actually delivering on goals, that was pretty poor. It took an own goal and a penalty to see us through. Offering for Jacob Boos here. I can't accept one with that low of a wage. Apparently 6 games unbeaten is a new team record. Didn't realise it was that easy. Looking at it now, the highest league position is 3rd in this league. Considering they're top at the minute, that's interesting. Most league draws, they got 16 a few years ago. We've broken their gate receipts. I assume these are ones that are only relevant in our game world. But it is indeed transfer deadline day, and of course we're going to take part. We would like to shift some players on, and we would probably like to bring some players in. But there's currently no major offers other than probably players we don't really want to lose. Jacob Boos, people are interested in, but anyone of any real relevance, there's no interest in, which is frustrating. Don't get me wrong, but there's only so much you can do, isn't there? If I look here now, that guy wants to get in the squad. When you don't have much of a scouting package, I don't know how easy it is to find like decent young strikers, like to take on loan. Do you know what I mean? So like this guy, he's maybe a bad example. Let's say Harvey Elliott. He's below the minimum age. Brilliant. All right, let's go. Let's try these ones then. Never mind. Like this guy, Paul Glatzel, for example. So that could potentially work. Right, I'm going to see what I can do here. Leave it with me. Right, I've just placed all of these offers for just a bunch of random players in the Premier League under 21s. Some have been rejected. That's fine, but I don't think there's any limits on loans in this division. Competition rules, there's nothing that stipulates loans. So if I can just, any free loans I can bring in, surely there's value in it. Don't get me wrong, there's going to be players that absolutely are not at the level that might suit. But, right, Robbie Burton, he's due to come in. He's got to be alright, hasn't he? 175k, he's got to be okay. Charlie Brown, I need 13k to get him in. So some of these I needed like pennies on their deals. How can I raise 13k? Surely he would be worth it for our season. Do you know what I mean? Like this guy. Is there any way I can get him out? Maybe I should have done this from the start. So we've got this geezer in. He wasn't actually that good, but he is a midfielder, a central midfielder. who maybe offers something extra, different. I don't know. Maybe this wasn't the smartest of ideas. Right, these are all being delayed because we don't have 13k. Surely if I could get this guy, everything would change. How do I raise 13k? And this guy. How does one raise £20,000 in an afternoon? In-game, of course. He feels forced out of the club. That's probably because I am forced him out of the club. I'm feeling a bit annoyed about this one. It's transfer deadline day. Like, this is the focus, and I can't even get... Look at the potential incomings we could have had. A Man City youth striker. I bet he's decent. I'm not going to pay to scout him. Charlie Brown. I bet he's decent. Trey Coyle. He's an attacking mid at Arsenal. I bet these guys... I'm not expecting them to be excellent, but it's got to be better than some of the clowns we've currently got. Maybe this is something that, look, we've got to get ourselves to January, raise some cash, and then see what we can do. We didn't really have any cash to start off with, so to expect us to have been able to turn this around, look, it's not easy, but maybe that's a longer term solution. So currently, obviously, I would go here and look at loans and see people who are potentially interested, but maybe I need to manually do that scouting myself. You know, that's my job. I think that'll complete our deadline day then, lads, because we can't make anything happen. I'm cancelling that because I don't want him to go. But now we've got some ideas in mind as to what we can do moving forward. We've brought in Robbie Burton, who's a youngster, central midfielder. He looks all right. Actually quite a good player. He's got some nice stats. So that's okay, and hopefully he'll improve as the season goes on. Don't get me wrong. I would have preferred other players to what we've got. But deadline day, as far as it goes, the loans have been cancelled as expected. I'm just going to offer them in on trials so I can see what I would have lost, what I've missed out on, I guess. And then, obviously, we can keep them in mind for further down the line. We might be able to make things happen. I would have gone for this guy. He looks good, doesn't he? As an advanced forward, he's got some lovely stats. He would have been our best striker. Okay, so I've put together a bit of a different side ahead of the cup game. So we've moved this position up to here. We've made some changes to the squad. So Jacob Buss is he's coming in. I'm going to let him have a bit more fun on that right hand side, and I'm going to do the same to Ritter. In fact, both can be wing backs for this one. Wing back support. So Buss is in. Eric Nissen, he's been a regular starter. He retains his place. Geertsen, he's not had any starts yet this season, so I wanted to give him a chance to impress in that lineup. He's obviously on loan. Nikolai Ritter, he's got a chance to overlap over here. Carlson, he has been again a regular starter. He's usually been more of the box-to-box midfielder one. Egger gets a rest, so Frederick Carlson comes into this position, but yeah, Egger gets a bit of a rest there. Kirk in this one is the box to box. Obviously, Carlson you would usually play at position, but this is the way we're setting it up. Augustin gets a bit of a rest. Rasmus Moller, the youngster, comes in on the right hand side. Aegon Mukali is in the middle, and Kirkgaard, who has been really strong this season, has contributed with some goals. He's out on the left. Have opportunities to mix it up in game, and then and also it's Stathropouth. Yeah, he comes in to start up front and pressing forwards. I want to use his physical nature, see how he gets on. Really, surely not. I'm not sure what is going on. They just keep playing it up and down the pitch. It's back to the goalie. The pressing forward was in action there. Sand, he slips through, but they've scored. We're 1-0 down. That's not good. The Sand is currently atop the castle. We're 1-0 down, and that's troubling. They're playing a 4-1-4-1, which that's boring, isn't it? We can't really get the ball out of our box here. This could be a chance for them to get a second, which would be terribly worrying. And they have Dennis Bang, assisted by Sand. These aren't even real players, let alone real people. That's not great, is it? I'm not going to make any changes, but I am going to sit here and internally fume at my side. I thought they should have more than enough to be able to handle this with some changes to the squad, but clearly they do not. But it gets away from him, and they're going to have a chance on the counter here. It is 1 against about 7, and Geertsen has given away a penalty after 25 minutes. There's a chance that we could potentially be 3-0 down here. And it's saved by Nibo. This could keep our cup dreams alive because this is quite frankly pathetic from the side. I don't know if they're going to make it to half time without some changes having to be made, but it's not looking great. We're dominating possession, but this team have had 3 shots on target and they should have scored from all 3, given that one of them, the only one that didn't go in, was a penalty. We've got a chance now. It's been turned back over to us. Muckley to Kirk. He's banged it from distance and it's just gone wide. 10 shots to their 5, but it's really not good enough. I'm going to absolutely slate them at half time, and hopefully they come back out and show something a bit better than what they've just done. There's a chance here though, to absolutely dead on his feet. Carlson to Nissen, not good enough, just not good enough. Surely they don't come down the other end. Post to Bang with Palm, Ehlers, Sand. They've just picked up a dictionary for these names. Hopefully that's the end of the half, sorry. Now I've got a bit mental here and made 3 subs at half time. I'm almost certain it's going to come back to bite me, but this team is just not playing to the level it should. And that highlight keeps happening. It's driving me crazy. And I need to do something about it. I mean, look, it's even making my hair look like a bird's nest. Kostas, though, is in. I kept him on the pitch because I wanted him to place shots. And he placed it straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Augustin now, though, one of our subs, he's got a chance to turn the game. Our fullbacks are letting us down, really. They're not having a good one, but Carlson is in the middle. It's out to Ritter. He's been good in the past. Can he show some talent here? Daggy him into Augustin. That's why you bring him on. He's a good player, Augustin. He's one of our best. Obviously, he's the one that has all these stats, and we shoehorn him into the right, but his stats are brilliantly conducive to playing on the right-hand side. So I'm very happy, actually, that he's got that goal. I hope, as the season goes on, he keeps to put his performances in and his natural position changes to more of a right winger instead of being so centrally focused. But we've got another highlight here. Carlson in the middle. He's taking his time on the ball. Augustin has it now. He's got a chance to get to Bush, who's been terrible so far. But he whips an tempting ball. And I cannot believe that Stav has missed that. I'm fuming. I'm absolutely furious. He had no right to miss it. He's now created a chance here for Holvad, who beats 2 of his men, and he can't put it in either. The team need to show some passion, because this is... How many clear-cut chances do we want? In fact, I'll tell you, we'll have a look at this. We've had 2 clear-cut and 3 half chances. 22 shots to the opposition's 5. And it's 2-1 to the opposition. It's a bizarre tackle, but Kirk plays it out to Dagim, who's got a chance to come in now. It ends up at the back post to Augustin, and he's repaid the faith. 2 goals from the right-hand side with his head. That's why you've got to bring on your big players when you're struggling. And I made 3 changes at half-time. It could have backfired quite easily, and it still could, but one of them has been instrumental in both of our goals, scoring them both. And we've seen an assist from Dagim as well, one of the others. Now, all the good opportunities seem to be coming on this side. Augustin wins the ball again, and he's driving forward, played it into Kostas. Didn't quite make it to him, but the ball's played long by Brabrand. Nissen has the ball now. We could potentially be crafting another opportunity down this right, or we could recycle some possession. Whatever happens, we do look very exposed at the back, and I'm a little concerned by it. Nibo has the ball. I never like it. I can't look when a goalie's just sat with the ball. He has played it to Augustin. Kirk. It's a long highlight, this. Holvad has knocked on to Kostas. Can he finish it? He can't finish anything. I don't know what to say. Kirk to Dagim. This Kostas guy has been absolutely awful. He's got 10 finishing in game, but he has had 3 one-on-ones, and I'm running out of patience. If they score from this, I will be fuming. I will be fuming. Sand to Bang. Kirk has got back to win it. Augustin somehow retains possession. I don't know how. He's absolutely running down the wing. He's played it through to the middle. Kostas! How many? That one's the worst. So, he's got all of this to aim for, and he hits it at the goalie's hand. Now, look, that save's not ideal as to how, logistically that's happened. But we can all agree that he had the whole goal to aim for there, and that finishing has cost us once again, and I can't even take him off the pitch. Dag him now to Ritter, and it's not even made it in. 26 shots Federicia FC have had. To no avail, guys. They've now made their third substitute. They'll have some fresh legs on the pitch, particularly in the midfield, where they've made all three of their substitutes. Because this is a highlight now in the 90th minute. It's come to Kirk. If this ends up with Stavros in the middle, we're in a world of trouble, and I will not be happy. But dag him. He loses out, and this could be even worse. Sandy's through on goal. This is how you finish one-on-ones. Oh, my word. Incredible from Naibo and from whoever that defender was. We have no right to still be in this game after that. And we are no longer still in this game. Where is Fagir? He's gone wild. I'm lost for words, really. Everything we can do to push it forward, I guess. Oh, dear. I just want to have a quick look at Konstantinos Stavropanos. He created 2 chances. I want to see his attacking. He had 6 shots, Stavropanos. It doesn't show how many of them were clear-cut. But I will tell you right now that is absolutely horrendous, and I'm not happy. Augustin did well, but the rest of the team have well and truly let us down. Guys, I've just finished. This recording's been an hour long, so I think I should probably finish up. We're going to come back next episode, play against Velja and Fremad, and then I think we're going to take a big jump for a little while and find ourselves maybe kind of somewhere in the middle of this pack for the subsequent episode, because I don't want these seasons to go on for too long. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. Smash that like button if you did. I'm going to go and try and keep this form up in the league. You'll see me in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, as I mentioned, put that bell on, leave a like and comment down below if you guys are enjoying this series. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.